we start, we need to clarify what's going on in here.
Oh yeah, I think we should address the fact that we're not usually this glitter and sweat covered in general.
But this is
what?
Your vampire look.
Yep, I guess that's
right?
it. I finally did it.
Doesn't that guy glisten?
The differences between the East Coast and West Coast initially was a little bit more, you know, coming all the way to the other side of the country. People didn't know us as much. It took a second for a reputation of people who just wanted to get buck wild to come across here. But then I think when it made it hard. Like every.
But though, let me tell you, the first time we came to the San Francisco area, we played in Oakland, right?
Yeah.
At an art space called Rocks, Paper, Scissors. I don't know if it's still around. I hope it is, because it's a cool spot. But the person setting up the show informed the people who own the gallery that we were an acoustic band.
Yeah.
And so they had us on their sewing night.
Their sewing night. Matt and Kim on their sewing night.
As we were rolling in these amps and like the
It was like I saw the board in front. It's like the acoustic stylings of Matt and Kim. I was like, I don't know if you've seen her biceps, but it's not quite.
But we made it through 2.5 songs when they came up and were like, you need to stop now.
Like, could you just stop what you're doing? And there was like 3 to 5 people there. So I mean, it took a second, but now every time we come through the Bay Area, it's been rad. And no exception on tonight. Playing overseas is one of those things where you think with the internet, it's just one world. You know, you think everything spreads at the same pace, and it goes everywhere. And we just came off a tour in Australia, and we're going to Europe in about a week, and Japan and stuff like that. And while we've had some great fun shows, it's still like, it's a different place. You have to do the groundwork, so it's building slower. So, you know, while we'll headline a sort of a larger stage at a festival in the States, we were just do a traveling festival in Australia, and we show up and we're on a stage called the Lily Pad stage, and you know, it's one of those things. It's like, okay, here's your feet, here's the ground. Take your head out of the clouds for a second, you know. But in the end, we ended up having some really rad shows. Like,
well, and also it just like this festival that was traveling around Australia. Each show just started growing and growing, and more people coming out, and kind of the word spreading of what a Matt and Kim show is.
It's a sloppy mess. Larger, smaller crowds, it almost doesn't matter. It just matters if the energy's in the right place. You can play like a big festival that has a large press barricade where the audience is like 30 feet away from you, but there's 30,000 people there, and you can, you know, that energy can cross like these big barricades and get to you and whatnot. Or you can play to a more intimate environment, so like tonight when people are right up against you, you can reach out and touch them, and the energy like feels like in the same place. I think is, you know, people want to get down.
No, definitely. It all depends on the crowd. If the crowd's crazy, it just makes us get even more crazy. I feel like I only saw your face on the balloons tonight.
Yeah, I've thrown all yours out.
We started where we would blow up all the balloons. So we'd come to, and after sound check, we'd sit for like an hour blowing up 100 balloons. And, you know, in the middle of the show, we'd throw them out. And it's just kind of a way to kind of excite and just...
It's like a cheap-ass fireworks display.
Exactly.
Basically. You get for $1.95 from a dollar store. But I remember the day we were on tour when the VMAs happened last year, and we won a VMA that year for Breakthrough Video. And I'm like backstage blowing up like 100 balloons by myself, and someone comes in like, you know, because we couldn't go because we were on tour, and like, oh, we won the award, whatever. I'm like, that's sick, won a VMA, gonna have a Moon Man. I'm like, all right, let me go back to blowing up these balloons again. It's like the glamorous life of, you know, so, but we realized that if you just ask the crowd to kindly blow them up, you don't feel totally, I mean, it's a cheap high to blow up 100 balloons, and you just get completely lightheaded.